Welcome back to our Week 9 college football gambling locks. I'm joined by Larson Griffith and Jake Gordon. I am Chase Earl. Let's get right into it, boys. I'm not going to lie. I just said before we came on here, I've gone 500 like 4 weeks in a row. So that's not winning gambling. We got to turn it around. Big week here. Larson, you said you're seeing the board like you've never seen it before. Let's get some winners in here. Any early games on Friday? First game of the week. Oh, no. Shit, we have Thursday.
Thursday games.
Yeah. I was looking at the wrong thing. ULL versus Southern Miss.
No. Not at all.
Virginia Tech and NC State.
No. It'd be nice if NC State could win, though.
I feel like I like Virginia Tech 13.5, but like betting on Virginia Tech kind of sounds gross.
Larry's out for the year, so
I think I'm gonna take the Hokies plus 13.5.
Are they at home?
Sure.
No,
it's at NC State.
That is a gross bet, and they're gonna win that. NC State's awful against the spread this year. Not that Virginia Tech's any better, but
is this a Friday game or a Thursday game?
It's a Thursday game.
Thursday.
I was about to say I'm not betting
They're both 2-5 ATS.
Yeah, they're terrible. Both terrible. Utah and Wazoo. You like Wazoo there?
I do. I'm not going to bet them. They're probably the right pick. They haven't been playing well.
That's kind of how I feel about it.
Yeah.
Like if I was going to bet it, I'm taking Wazoo, but
Yeah.
I don't know. FIU and Louisiana Tech. ECU and BYU.
Matthew Downing is playing, or he's hurt, but he's still in college somehow.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
ECU and BYU.
If this game was at ECU, I would take ECU, but it's just
is BYU up there with the most outside of their stupid win. They got me an $8,000 parlay early in the year. They have to be the most useless team to bet on all year. They're just awful. Like they were in the top 10 after that game, and
they were supposed to be good. I thought they were going to be good this year.
I think they've lost every game since. They're 2-6. Spread's 4-4.
Arkansas like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, they've lost 3 in a row.
Smoked by Arkansas. UConn and BYU are Boston College.
Nope.
Oklahoma and Iowa State in one of the grossest showdowns of all time when it comes to betting.
Hard pass.
I would never bet that game. Like I have absolutely zero clue which team is going to show up. Like I think it's going to be like a blowout one way or the other, but the line's won. Like it'll probably be a 50-point game by whoever wins.
Fuck Iowa State. That's all it is.
Not bad.
ECU and West Virginia. I'm with you, Larson. The 7.5. Give me the 7.5. And Morgantown.
Yeah, it's the right side on that one. I just wonder, like, can West Virginia stop them? Can West Virginia's defense stop TCU? Maybe they can. I don't know. I haven't bet West Virginia
all year, but it's going to end eventually. I feel like
and this is the perfect spot. It's going to be a sleepy spot, noon kickoff. They're looking ahead to some other games.
I feel like
West Virginia is the right side for sure.
I feel like those crazy West Virginia people will still be out there at noon, drunk as shit.
Yeah. It's a weird spot.
And they're going to be hype as hell for TCU. I mean, the number 7 team in the country. It doesn't matter what time it is. Plus, that's also an 11 a.m. kick for TCU. Body clock.
Exactly.
Ohio State and Penn State, you know where I'm going. I bet them every week. They literally cover every week. They're a fucking wagon.
Hop on the Ohio State train.
Yeah.
Ohio State.
I'm shocked that I'm seeing like almost a 50-50 split here. Is that what you see?
Ohio State train. Everyone hop on. Let's go.
Dude, if you aren't on the Ohio State train yet, I don't know what to tell you.
They've just been fucking me consistently. They're off my list. I'm not betting.
Ohio State?
Who?
Really? They win it. They cover every week.
They barely covered last week because of a terrible pass interference call.
Bro, 54-10 is they won by 44.
Yeah, because I usually bet them first half and first quarter.
Oh, I don't mess around with that bullshit.
They've covered 4 of their last 5, and the one they didn't cover was a push.
And dude, they're just a wagon right now.
I think I had first quarter. Yeah, no, I had first half in that game, and they muffed the punt. Bunch of jackasses.
Y'all want to hear a gross one?
What?
Larson, I know you said you were watching us.
I know you're
Syracuse and Notre Dame.
I got Syracuse. It is gross.
I mean,
Syracuse.
I was really hoping the public was going to be on Notre Dame because I wanted to take Syracuse. I was really impressed with them last week.
This is my dumb bet of the week. This is the one I just hope works out. This is a stupid bet. Notre Dame's probably going to win outright, but I'm going to take Syracuse.
Well, the other factor of this is Notre Dame hosts Clemson next week. So it could be a perfect like take Notre Dame now and fade them next week spot. I'm not going to bet it, but Notre Dame's the right team for sure.
Notre Dame's just a gross
They're
team.
gross.
Syracuse 6-1 against the spread, by the way.
The
Houston
wagon.
and USF.
No.
FSU and Georgia Tech. That's a gross one.
Yeah, pass.
Yeah, I don't think Georgia Tech's quarterback is playing.
I still can't believe
that makes-
LSU
not
lost
that
to
makes
FSU,
sense.
bro. We would be like 5th in the country if we didn't lose that stupid fucking game.
I'm glad you're not, though. It gives you more value to bet LSU.
Auburn and
perfect.
Arkansas.
Oh,
That's
I want
gross.
absolutely nothing to do with this game.
That is gross
The
as
ghosts
hell.
of Jordan Hare have been practicing for this game. They're going to make their.
When are they going to fire Harsin?
I'm surprised they haven't.
I think they kind of already have. They just haven't like done it.
They're just going to let him
officially.
finish the season?
Yeah, I mean, I would imagine so. I don't know how you keep him.
You think it's one of those situations where they don't want an intern head coach to come in because they don't want him to go like 4-0 to end the season, and they're like, "Oh, we have to hire this guy."
Gotta hire this guy. Yeah.
I hate those situations because like
Bring
the
in
Georgia Tech coach,
Dion.
like he has to be the next coach, right?
Yeah, you would think.
Like like Georgia Tech probably thinks too high and mighty of themselves to do that, but like, what they won 3 in a row with them, or two out of 3.
They
Yeah.
beat 2 teams they shouldn't have because they shouldn't beat anybody.
I know
Yeah.
that line, that FSU line's 24.5, and FSU, I mean, public's on Georgia Tech.
Should I just take Georgia Tech money line this week to hedge the win total plus 1,500 money
What is
line?
is it 3.5? Well,
Yeah,
they're
3.5.
They're going to beat Georgia at the end of the year, so you're fucked.
That's right. I forgot.
Next.
Toledo and Eastern Michigan.
Toledo fucked me so bad last week.
Toledo was a wagon in college basketball last year.
Chase doesn't watch the recap shows.
They were. That's a good point. They were a wagon in basketball last year.
Akron and Miami of Ohio. I have no idea who's on those teams.
No.
Miami and Virginia.
I think Akron has the longest losing streak in the country. Fun fact.
Miami and Virginia. We got a barn burner in
God,
Virginia.
what a disgusting, disgusting game.
That
What
might
a
be the
disgusting first year for Mario Cristobal after all that hype.
Yeah.
Just
That
disgusting.
sucks.
Meanwhile, Dan Lanning at Oregon. Stud.
Yes, let's go.
Minnesota
Are they
and
wagon?
Rutgers.
Minnesota's dead to me.
We all were
Public
on
loves
Minnesota last
Rutgers
week.
for some reason. I'm not sure why.
Probably because Minnesota has lost like the last 3 games
They're
and like
fucking
not covered in any
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah.
The public just seems to just do this thing where they just start fading the teams that lose and then like go on the teams that win. And like when you hop on the wagon too late, doesn't work. Georgia State and Old Dominion. What a fucking game. Georgia State's dead to me.
I was going to say, talk about teams that are dead. I'm not. Nothing.
Nebraska and Illinois.
I
Nebraska.
have Illinois -7.
Illinois -7? Yeah, that feels right.
App State and Robert Morris. I don't even have a spread for that. Tulsa and SMU.
This feels like an over game. I mean, I'm not taking it, but it feels like maybe pick an over would be this game.
Yeah, I think I was gonna bet Tulsa. I'm not going to.
You know that old over under has dropped 68. It's dropped 4 points, 68.5 to 64.5.
Good value.
I don't know what that means. I mean, it probably means that, like, I don't know.
Someone
Vegas
Tanner
knows
Mordecai is probably not playing or some shit.
He's not playing. He's in concussion protocol.
Do I even have to say UMass and New Mexico State? Do I even have to say it? I said it, but do I have to?
No, you don't.
Georgia and Florida. Game of the week in the SEC.
I have enough riding on this game emotionally, so I will not be betting it. But I would take Florida to cover first half.
That's bold. I was surprised by how much the public was betting Florida. It was a lot. I'm trying to see if it's
That's
still
a lot of
is.
points for a rivalry.
I remember when Jake told, like, we were talking about this game, and I think it was on Sunday, and I was like, oh, I'm definitely 22.5. That's way too many points. And now I'm seeing the public on them, and I thought more about it, and now I loved UGA -21.5.
Well, and I think it came out at like 20.5 on Sunday. It's now 22. So I mean,
22, yeah, 20. I see 22.5. Yeah, I mean, I think Georgia. I just think they end up rolling here because my thing is Kirby Smart, man. Like, and I was telling this to Jake yesterday. Like, that motherfucker hates, absolutely
He
hates
does.
Florida. Like, he hates Florida.
Bainbridge, man. Those people south of Atlanta, they hate Florida.
Yeah, like they don't even give it. Like, everyone's like hyped up for Tennessee, and like I think Kirby's like, nah, man. Like, I want to embarrass Florida. Like, that can wait. And they had a week off to prepare. It's just
he won't let anybody he won't let us overlook anybody either. I mean, you don't overlook Florida, but
I just don't know if Florida's 22 points worse than Georgia.
I wrote about that spread. Or I wrote about that spread, and like you talk about Georgia's rushing attack, and like Stetson Bennett's not Jaden Daniels, but like they let Jaden Daniels do whatever the fuck they wanted. No, seriously, they give up over 200 yards on the ground a game.
Florida's defense is 130th and getting third down stops.
Yeah, like they are it kind of seems like a very bad matchup. Like I'll probably sprinkle it. I won't put it in as a lock, but I'll sprinkle Georgia for sure. Wake Forest,
give me Georgia money line.
I got Louisville.
Okay, that's 1-0. I'm
going to start Louisville +5.
Should I start doing that? Just taking these huge money lines and just being like, oh yeah, I'm 80-3.
Yeah.
We've talked about that before, like just like releasing locks and then being like Bama's playing like Texas Southern and be like, all right guys, we got Alabama money.
I really like Bama this weekend.
This is the pick of the week.
You still like Wake Forest? Or you still like Louisville, Larson?
Yeah, I do. I think Louisville wins outright. I got them +5. I took a money line. I put them in a teaser. I just think it's a perfect pick because Louisville, vulnerable team, can score a lot of points.
I mean, it's definitely a rat line. I don't think there's any. I mean,
it is because the first thing I thought when it came out on Sunday was Wake looks so easy. I can't believe it's not double digits, and the public reflected that too because they jumped all over Wake for the first few days and it moved down to Louisville. So, that it's just. Louisville at home against a top 10 team.
I'll hop on the birds with you. I'll get on these. I love the ugly picks. You don't have to convince me about
this. Is a disgusting pick, and the best part is when Louisville wins this game, they play James Madison next week, and the ultimate letdown spot where we can take James Madison
money line.
So looking ahead.
Yeah, so we're really trying to double down here on on both things. I like it. I like the
numbers on the screen. You see the numbers on the screen. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah. Come on.
Look at the numbers on the
You
screen.
are what your record says you are.
Cincinnati and UCF.
I think I have. No, I don't. Never mind.
I took UCF. I really like UCF. Their loss last week was super predictable at East Carolina. We like East Carolina when they're at home. Cincinnati just isn't impressive to me at all. I mean, their last few games, if they play another 5 minutes against SMU wins the game.
Yeah.
They struggled with USF. They struggled with Tulsa. Like even Miami of Ohio and Indiana, they let those teams back in the game. Like
2-4.
They just don't look good to me. So it opened up. Cincinnati opened up as a small favorite and got a ton of public, and it moved to UCF. So give me the Golden Knights at the bounce house.
Shout out Desmond Ritter.
That's right. He's like a real person.
Is Desmond Ritter on the roster, or is it just Felipe Franks' brother?
Yeah.
Felipe Frank.
Navy and Temple.
No. Fuck Navy. I think I'm done with Navy.
Navy.
They were fun for a few weeks, and
fuck Navy. I'm there with you. Western Kentucky and North Texas. Iowa and Northwestern in one of the grossest games.
Golly.
What's the under on this game? I'm taking it.
37.5. It's actually gone up 2 points.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
I didn't know Ferentz's what is it? His brother or his son?
His
kid. His son is the OC. That's hilarious.
His quarterback. I honest to God think you could take any of the three of us and replace us with Spencer Petras, and I don't think anybody would notice.
It's so bad.
I love how you guys lost on the half under, or the first half under 4.5 or whatever last week.
Oh yeah.
We
were talking about how even if a muff punt happened, they can't get in the end zone. And what do? They score a defensive touchdown in the first quarter. I'm hilarious.
Because CJ Stroud drops the ball. Just drop the ball.
Oh, it's hilarious. No, I know. I was like, this is one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Because we talked so much about how they couldn't get in the end zone offensively, and guess what? They get a defensive score to hit the over. They score 3 points the rest of the game. Absolutely hilarious.
Yeah.
Cal and Oregon.
Nothing.
I feel like Cal's the bet there, but I won't.
Yeah, it might be.
I know Oregon's kind of a wagon. Bo Nix.
Fuck Bo Nix. I know. I love how the Pac-12 has turned Bo Nix into he's going to be a second round draft pick now.
Yeah.
Heisman sleeper.
It was the best decision of his life to get out of the SEC. Kansas State and Oklahoma State. Larson, I know you're all over this one.
I got Kansas State as well.
I think it's my bet of the year. Your game of the year was Oregon State. I think it's my game of the year, guys.
We have a game of the year.
Yeah.
We have a game of the year. Kansas State
just
minus
think
1.5 against the Pokes.
The more I dig into it, it is so clear. I mean, you look at like last week.
Beat TCU for like a while there.
They were exactly they were going to beat them if Martinez stayed healthy. He got hurt. They were going to beat TCU if the backup stayed healthy, and he got hurt. So I just think Oklahoma State opening up as a favorite.
We had TCU, so it's okay.
Well, we did. I was fine with that.
It's okay.
But Oklahoma State's just so overvalued because they beat Texas in a game where Texas had 14 penalties and Oklahoma State had 0, and where Texas scored 3 points in the second half. So it's a little bit of an overreaction there. Oklahoma State literally giving up 34, 43 points, 31 points. They give up a ton of points, holes everywhere, Swiss cheese defense. And Kansas State will be able to score on them.
Actually.
So Kansas State's defense is the better defense of the two. And I know that Martinez is, injury concerns there, but the fact that this line moved so quickly towards Kansas State shows me that he's probably going to play. They can even win the game if the backup plays, I think, because Oklahoma State's defense is so bad. But there was no reason Oklahoma State should be getting 90% of the public all week. It's now at 72%. It just doesn't make any sense. So I love Kansas State. They should be 7-0. Their two losses are extremely defendable losses. They're a 7-0 football team. I mean, they are good. This is it's the game of the year. It's my heaviest bet of the year.
Yeah, I'm with you there. This is a game I love. Missouri and South Carolina.
And I will come to collect if it doesn't hit.
Missouri beats South Carolina straight up this week.
You think so?
I don't hate it. I really don't hate it. Yeah.
Mizzou is they're bad, but they're not all-time bad. I mean, obviously they competed with Georgia.
Which Columbia is it in?
It's in South Carolina.
Okay.
This line's dropped. This line's already dropped 2 points despite the public loving Carolina too.
Yeah, I had Carolina last week, and if they didn't return the opening kickoff for a touchdown and then return, I think, another kickoff for a punt all the way down to the 20, they might not have won because they had a tough time scoring after that. Their offense looked horrible
in that game. What did I say?
Mizzou has been in games, bro. It was 24-17, I think, against Florida, they've been in a lot of these games.
Well, I was telling Larson, I was like, they threw for 150 yards and no touchdowns, and if you had told me that, I would have said, oh, they lost by 30.
Right.
Well, Texas A&M just has the worst offense of all time.
Yeah, they fucking suck.
They're an idiot. Ooh, Colorado State and Boise.
Under.
Oh yeah, the under, baby. Yeah. All of Colorado State's games, all 7 have gone under. And
that's a crazy stat right there.
They're the worst third down team in the country. They convert 18% of their third downs, which is an unbelievable number. I knew they were dead last. I didn't think it was going to be 18%. So I don't know how they score. They struggled to score against Hawaii, who might be the worst team. Nevada might be the second worst team. Good luck scoring on Boise. Boise looks pretty good.
Yeah, I like that as well.
I've officially made Kansas State a 5-unit play, so
it's the bet of the year. The bet of the year.
Woo, I love it, baby. Marshall and Coastal.
This is my second bet of the year.
Really?
I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
I got nothing.
FAU and UAB.
Nothing.
And here's one of my favorite games. I think this is the game I'm most looking forward to: Tennessee and Kentucky.
I have Kentucky plus 14.
I have them plus 12.5, but I love Kentucky in this spot.
Bottom up.
I love Kentucky in this spot because unlike Georgia, they have no reason to be hyped for Kentucky. Even though it's at home, I still think Tennessee's overvalued. I don't think they're the third best team in the country. I don't care about the Alabama win. I don't care that they blew LSU out. I just don't believe it. I love Kentucky.
Is anybody in that state thinking about this game?
No,
they're not thinking
they're
about Georgia.
All thinking about Georgia. And this is a program that hasn't been there. They haven't been there.
Yeah.
They're not used to success. This is the prototypical look ahead spot. And dude, Kentucky's been a solid team. They should have beaten Ole Miss. They should be 6-1 right now.
They should have, and they would have been South Carolina.
And they didn't have Will Levis. So
yeah.
And I mean, if you look at Kentucky, this is their Super Bowl. It just I think this is going to be Kentucky. I think it's a close game. I think Tennessee wins. I want Tennessee to win because I want that Georgia game to be as insane as it's been hyped up to be.
Me too.
But I think it's going to be close, like within 2 touchdowns.
Kentucky team total over, maybe. I see
What is it?
26.5.
That's definitely possible
Can
with
they
Will
score?
Levis, and the
Yeah.
Tennessee defense is not good. Arizona and USC.
I have a really square pick here, honestly. I'm just going to take USC team total over because Arizona's given up 3 of their last 4 games. They've given up exactly 49 points. And the one game they didn't, they gave up 20 to Colorado. So this defense is just giving away points for free.
I'm telling you guys, I love my picks this week. I got a bunch of underdogs, OSU, the King Wagon, and then like even though -1.5 Kansas State, that's a fade God pick. So
I still have this. Like, what did you have the number at for team total?
46.5. I saw 46.5 out there, I think on DraftKings.
Oh, okay.
Let me see. Yeah. So I don't know. We know Lincoln Riley. We know what he does.
Here's an interesting one: Michigan and Michigan State.
I got Michigan -20.5.
I think Michigan rolls.
Yeah.
I'm not going to bet it, but I think they roll.
Yeah, Jake was quick to it when it opened at 20.5, and I said I was going to wait and see. And Michigan State's getting the public's every dollar, and it's gone to -23. So I mean, that tells you what the experts think about Michigan. So I'll take Michigan.
Legit. I think Michigan's
take
got a good
23.
chance of beating Ohio State again.
I think that yeah. I'll do Michigan -23. I'll put that.
Colorado and Arizona State. Holy shit. Holy fuck.
Another square. Yeah, I'll take Arizona State -13. It's a square pick, but it's Arizona State should have won last week. They didn't against Stanford. They dominated the box score and they didn't, which hurts my Stanford win total bet. But I think they'll if it's fair to say they'll come out pissed off against Colorado, then I'll take them -13.
All right, Texas A&M and Ole Miss. I love A&M. I love them. Texas A&M is winning this game.
Yeah, it actually just moved to -1.5.
They are fraud, boys.
What's the total on this game?
55.5.
That's gone down from 62.5. Jeez.
Oh, I see open at 54. I don't know if that's right.
Probably one of those preseason lines they had, but on acting,
well,
it's open at 60.
So is this the best defense that Ole Miss has played?
Yes.
I mean, in terms of talent-wise, it should be.
Kentucky, maybe.
Kentucky, maybe. Yeah, and that's a game they should have lost. I mean, they're on the road again. I told Jake in the recap show, I think Ole Miss loses out.
Yeah, I think they do too. Dude, if anyone gives a fuck about Jimbo Fisher in that locker room, and I can't guarantee you anyone does, they win this game. If anyone gives a shit about Jimbo Fisher in that locker room, this is a game that could really make or break his career at Texas A&M. And I know.
Well, yeah, and I agree, and they haven't been home in a month and a half. They haven't played a home game. I mean, they're going to be at least coming back a little juiced up to play at home, and it'd be at night. I think that matters.
The only thing that worries me is Ole Miss got dusted so bad last week. Shout out Tigers. But I just think Ole Miss is fraudulent. Like, I don't think LSU is anything special. Like, I think LSU is a good team. Good, not great. Like 15 to 20. They should not beat anyone by 25 and go on a 42-3 run. Not any good teams. I can tell you that.
Well, yeah, and it opens up only at -3. A lot of people are going to looked at that and said that's too easy. Give me Ole Miss. I like it.
And, the public's all over Ole Miss, and it's already at 1.5. Texas Tech and Baylor.
No.
Fuck Baylor, by the way. UNC
Overrated.
and Pitt.
UNC Pitt. I think the public was all over Pitt.
Yeah,
and that line moved way down towards
UNC.
I think it came in on UNC recently. I got nothing. How is UNC 6-1? That's so weird.
Mac Brown, go.
Mac Brown.
Fresno and San Diego State.
No.
Nevada and San Jose State.
That's a disgusting game.
UCLA
I would probably
and
take San
Stanford.
Jose State.
UCLA and
No.
Last game of the week, 11:59. You love the 11:59 games, Hawaii. If you're really fucking a degenerate, you're up at 11:59 watching Hawaii and Wyoming. I think this is a rivalry game. I was made aware this is a rivalry game. They play for some sort of trophy.
Let's see. I've never heard that before in my life. Let's see.
They play for some trophy.
Let's see. The Paniolo Trophy. I don't even know how you say that. Why do they have a rivalry?
Wyoming and Hawaii, two very similar places.
Yeah.
I have no idea. Maybe like the Wyoming people are just pissed off that Hawaii people live such a luxurious life out in the islands and they live up in the mountains.
The rivalry began when Hawaii joined the WAC, and they played it annually until 1997, until Wyoming left. So
what a great rivalry.
Yes, they're just pissed off.
That's
yeah,
even
teams
better
leaving
than
conferences.
Georgia, Florida. I mean,
Conference realignment.
This is a real rivalry. Don't give me this Georgia,
amazing.
Florida talk. This is some real shit out in
Hawaii.
It's not even like the first place you hit when you come from Hawaii. Like you have to go across multiple states to get to Wyoming.
No, there's not even a direct flight. Like they're flying into fucking California and then going to Hawaii and then probably taking a bus to Hawaii or Wyoming.
Well, now I have to bet this game now that I know it's a rivalry. Give me the over. Sharps on the over, by the way, if we want to take the over.
All right. Well, that wraps it up. I really love my picks. I really think this is going to be. I think this is going to be a monster weekend for the boys, for the brand, for the college football locks at Sports Talk.
We should give out like each one lock and then have everyone parlay those three.
All right. What are they? I'm going to look at my. I mean, I think we throw Kansas State in there no matter what.
Has to be Kansas State. Yeah.
Other than that, I mean, my favorite bets are Mizzou and Texas A&M probably.
Well, let's go with like. Why don't we just parlay Mizzou money line, Texas A&M money line, and K-State?
I like it. I think that is a fucking cash maker, boys. Let's win some money.
Nice.